Welcome to Warhammer 40k lore in the Bible, where I pull from Warhammer 40k lore to help explain biblical lore. And today we're going to be going over the Lords of Change. Alright. So, a Lord of Change, also called a Supreme Mutator, a Feathered Lord, the Watching, and one of the Eyes of Tzeentch, is an insidious greater demon of Tzeentch, the chaos god of change and sorcery. Lords of Change are creatures born from some impossible nightmare, immense bird-like demons with shimmering skin, wicked curved beaks, and multicolored, spectrum-shattering wings. Those who gaze upon these twisted prisms of pure magic begin to feel their sanity shred and reason slip away. Faced by a being of change incarnate, bedrock beliefs crumble and twist, and the mind seeks firm purchase in vain. Treachery, deceit, capriciousness, these are the hallmarks of a Lord of Change. Tzeentch's greatest servants weave scheme upon scheme, a dense tangle of intermingling threads, so convoluted and eon-spanning that none can grasp their true purpose. A confrontation with the Lord of Change is likely to occur when and where the creature wills it. Few have ever managed to get the drop on these servants of Tzeentch, for the Changer of Ways is the master of destiny itself, and his greatest servants possess a portion of that power. So, the role: sorcery, deception, knowledge are particular delights for Tzeentch. His greater demons, the Lords of Change, are the embodiments of all these. They are the chief agents of Architect of Fate and the most powerful of his demonic minions. Despite possessing a small fragment of the immeasurable wisdom of their master, even they are unwitting pawns in Tzeentch's great and unfathomable plan, a plot of limitless complexity that will come to fruition at the end of time. Okay. A Lord of Change's appearance is as bewildering as it is terrifying, an ever-changing, multi-hued form that defies mortal reasoning or logic. However, its most haunting feature are its eyes. Within their infinite depths lies the paradoxical wisdom of Tzeentch, and none could withstand the sustained scrutiny of the Lord of Change's gaze without losing their sanity. It is said that when a Lord of Change looks upon a man, that a man's soul is opened like a book, revealing his hopes and dreams, as well as the truth of his ultimate failure or success. Alright, so now we're going to get into demons of the Bible, or bird demons of the Bible, I should say. Alright, Revelation 18, starting in verse 1 and 2. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. It is fallen, and is become a habitation of devils, and a hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Alright, so we know that the Nephilim, right, became the demons, right? So now we're going to see birds listed among there. Okay, so we'll read this whole thing here. So, Enoch chapter 7. And all the others together with them took unto them wives, and each chose for himself one. And they began to go unto them and defile themselves with them. And they taught them charms and enchantments, and the cutting of roots, and made them acquainted with plants. And they became pregnant. And there they bare great giants, whose height was 3,000 ells, who consumed all the acquisitions of men. And when men could no longer sustain them, the giants turned against them and devoured mankind. And they began to sin against the birds, the beasts, the reptiles, and the fish, and to devour one another's flesh and drink the blood. Then the earth laid accusation against the lawless ones. So here we go. We got the birds, listed with all these demons, we'll say Nephilim and all that. You know what? I'll bring that up too real quick. Let me do this. because we're going to see how men started to mix one species with the other here. So this is Jasher. And we're going to see in Isaiah here of this great owl, and a satyr is there right here. And the satyr shall cry to his fellow. So anyways, let's get to this. So chapter 4, verse 18. So we got the same Genesis 6 scenario here, right? But anyways, and their judges and rulers went to the daughters of men and took their wives by force from their husbands, according to their choice. And the sons of man in those days took from the cattle of the earth, and the beasts of the field, and the fowls of the air, and taught the mixture of animals of one species with the other, in order therewith to provoke the Lord. And God saw the whole earth, and it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted its ways upon the earth, all men and all animals. So this is why God had the flood. And we'll do this here, and then we'll see where the demons are. So I want to give you some biblical context here too. So this is Isaiah 34, 14 and 15. Okay, sorry. The wild beasts of the desert shall also meet with the wild beasts of the island, and the satyr shall cry to his fellow. The screech owl also shall rest there, and find herself a place of rest. So let's go here. Who is this screech owl? Oh, wait. Let me go back. Hold on. Sorry about that. Previous verse. Okay. Screech owl. A night specter, and this is transliteration of Lilith. This is the Egyptian goddess Isis, Inanna, right? Go look up a picture of Inanna. You'll see what I'm talking about. She looks just like an owl. And check this out. Chapter 19. And Uriel said to me, here shall stand the angels who have connected themselves with women, and their spirits assuming many different forms are defiling mankind, and shall lead them astray into sacrificing to demons as gods. Here shall they stand to the day of the great judgment, which they shall be judged till they are made an end of. The women also of the angels who went astray shall become sirens. And in Greek mythology, sirens were these bird-like women. So that's why I say that Lilith, she is this siren. So very interesting. And I do believe there are female Lords of Change as well in the Warhammer 40k universe. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I do believe there are. Okay, what was I going to do? Oh, yes. We'll check out the demons. Did I bring it up? No, I did not. If I haven't said it yet, Wikisource. So when you type in First Enoch, and then whatever subject or number or chapter number, it'll take you to the Book of Enoch. Do the R.H. Charles one. All the other ones are kind of bogus translations, in my opinion. Stick with the R.H. Charles. Okay. Okay, so this is verse 8, chapter 15 of First Enoch. And now the giants, who are produced from the spirits of flesh, shall be called evil spirits upon the earth, and on the earth shall be their dwelling. Evil spirits have proceeded from their bodies, and they are born from men, and from the holy watchers, which is their beginning and primal origin. They shall be evil spirits on the earth, and evil spirits shall they be called. So there you go. And now we're going to get back, like I always do, to some Warhammer 40k. So the Lords of Change tend to work behind the scenes, pulling puppet strings from the shadows. So subtle are these manipulations, and so skilled, that often the playthings of the Lord of Change remain unaware that they are in in the thrall of a deadly demon. Secret chaos cults, heresies, revolutionaries, and even imperial planetary governors have all fallen under the thrall of the Lord of Change at one point or another. All right. Even Zincher's bitterest foes can be manipulated into fulfilling the great deceiver's ends. Under his most powerful demon's careful guidance, brother can be turned against brother, friend against friend, and the most zealous of inquisitors can stumble from the path of righteousness. To confront a Lord of Change is to wander through a fog-shrouded mire of lies, ever ensure that one's actions are correct, one false step away from sinking irrevocably. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and start to end it here. I want to thank everyone for supporting me, even though I haven't posted in 4 months. I apologize for that. It's just kind of hard to run 2 channels. If you don't know, I got a YouTube channel as well. If you want to check that out, that's where I do my shorts, my reactions. I don't do the long form Warhammer 40k lore, but that's where the shorts are. Shorts are the Warhammer 40k lore and the Bible stuff. Everybody wanted to watch those and not the longer form videos, but these do well on Rumble. So anyways, guys, you guys have a wonderful day.